All right, welcome to another hit session. We have just about 9 minutes to get through this, so I'm hoping you are not straight from bed and you're warm. We're going to start straight away with tapping the toe. You're stretching your hand to tap the toe. Watch it from the right, from the left. One of us is doing it very lightly. One of us is really stretching that leg out. You're trying to bring, if you're doing it hard, you're trying to bring your foot to your hand, trying to keep those hands straight out like an aeroplane and getting a nice twist in the torso. If you're not trying to do it so hard, you can stretch downwards, given that your hamstrings might be a little bit tight at this time of morning. You could also do the easier side, or call it the modified side, to start with, to warm up, and then come back for a second set and do the quartz harder side. All right, keep that breathing quite consistent. As you kick, you're breathing out. So you're getting rid of more air from your belly, so you get space to crunch in. Keep it going. You're doing great. Gonna get into our fast rest period. We're having about 30 seconds of rest. Maybe 28. It's a bit too long, honestly, but I'm guessing you just woke up or you've just started, so we're keeping it light. You're breathing. Enjoy the rest. I'm going to bring those knees up on the easier side, and then we're going to jump up. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. So if you're in a space where you cannot make noise on the floor, you're going to probably go for the easier side. But if you can afford it, let's go for it. This exercise is going to get your heart rate all the way up, higher than it did before, higher than the first one. We're trying to keep it still quite quiet on the floor. So using the balls of our feet to bounce up and down. You don't want to be stomping on your heels. That's it. Keep it going. Tap, tap, tap. The higher the knees, the better. Staying upright. Keep it going. You're doing great. You're doing amazing. That's it. Keep it up, keep it up, keep it up. Almost there. Almost there. That's it. And we're there. Take a deep, deep, deep breath in. Do not fold in if you're taking a break here. Try to keep your chest open. As you see, keep your hands out. Chest open. Get as much air as possible. Okay. That's it. Getting ready for the third one. Remember, we only have 6 exercises today. It's very quick. It's barely hit. Let's go. Twist it, twist it, twist it, twist it. So if you're doing the easier side, you want to try and keep your knees slightly bent. Okay? So that your quads are engaged. Feet firmly on the ground. We're trying not to rotate the hips. So we're trying to rotate the upper part of the body away from the lower part of the body. If you're going to rotate the hips, then you're going to have to rotate them the opposite side of where the torso or the chest is going. That's it. And you're using that breath exactly the same way as we did before. Pushing it out quite forcefully. If we're on this other side where you're using your feet to jump, that's totally fine. You don't have to adjust much. It's already doing what it's doing. But again, same thing. You want to keep those hands up. You want to keep the upper part rotating away from the lower part. That's a break well earned. We're almost there. Halfway there. How about that? So we're going to go for lunges. With the lunges, if you're doing it easy, if you have any knee issues, keep it very, very light. You don't have to go as deep. If you can also remove the pulse. If you're doing it very light, you can just do one lunge without pulsing and coming up. If you don't have issues, try to push yourself, challenge yourself, go for the pulse. As with this, you want to try and keep your torso as upright as possible to get that activation in the core, okay? With the lunge, you're destabilizing yourself. You're coming up on your toes, giving you a nice stretch in the toes and the foot. You could also lean forward a little bit like we just did on the blue side or sky blue side. If you wanted to activate your glutes a bit more, but in this one we're trying to focus on the torso and quads a little bit more. So right there, if you wanted to go a little bit, if you wanted to attack the glutes a little bit, you want to lean forward. You want to lean forward a little bit and you'll feel the difference. However, the drive is still quite forceful, as you can see. Keep the drive forceful to maintain that cardio element of the workout. Here we're going for hip thrusts. I hope you have something, a bottle of water, something weighty. Okay, that will help you use the hip thrust. The heavier the better, but if you don't have something heavy, obviously something. If you're going light, you're just going down and opening up those hips, trying to go as low as possible and stretching up. So you're really stretching up. You're not just pointing those fingers up, you're stretching them upwards. If you can, come up on your toes as you do that. With the hip thrust, you're pushing the hips or the bum forward. You're tucking it in at the top. You're tucking it in at the top. And your breath is outward as you push. Shh. Shh. Very well done. Very well done. And we're trying not to go so high because we want to engage the abdomen. So as we're pushing forward, we're also tucking the pelvis inwards a little bit. Very good. Very good. Very good. Keep it going. We're almost there. We're almost done. This is literally the second to the last exercise. See? It's not that hard. I'm going to do a little bit of core and we'll be done. And if this is too easy, you're going to do it again one more time. Reducing the rest period. All right, very well done. So with this one, you want to keep the lower part of your back on the mat. We're trying to press it into the mat. When you're coming up, you're tucking in your pelvis first and then coming up with your hands. Okay, and the breath is out on the come up. Shh. Shh. Okay. So it's compression. You're compressing your core. You're compressing your abdomen. And that's the name of the game here. If you want to make this a little bit harder, you're going to hold it at the top for a little bit, maybe 3 seconds, and then come back down. If you want to keep it at this level of difficulty, that's totally fine. On the easier side, you can see how she's really opening up and then compressing. So she's breathing in at the bottom and then really compressing when she comes up at the top. I'm calling this the easier side, but really, yeah, it is a little bit of the harder side. It's just more controlled. Doing very well, almost there, and we're done. How about that? If you're not sweating, we do it again, but well done.